You walk up to a coworker, friend, or partner with something important to discuss. Instead of looking up, they keep typing. Without breaking eye contact with their screen, they give a dismissive nod and say, "Yeah, go ahead, I'm listening." This diagram illustrates the artificial busy play. By keeping eyes on the screen, they signal where the value truly lies, and it isn't with you. This creates a hierarchy where you perform for attention while they remain preoccupied. To neutralize this dynamic and command immediate, undivided attention, you can deploy a specific psychological countermeasure known as the sharp pause protocol. Executing this requires strict emotional discipline. You have to suppress any visible frustration and be entirely comfortable sitting in dead, heavy silence. If you accept this treatment and deliver your message to the back of their head, you are teaching the other person that your time can be treated as a secondary priority. You've signaled that your presence doesn't require their full engagement. Let's walk through the exact execution. You approach the distracted person, and they give you the cue to speak while continuing to stare at their device. The most common mistake is to simply accept the invitation and keep talking. By doing this, you are publicly confirming that their device is more important than the words you are about to say. Getting angry at them, sighing in frustration, or demanding they look at you also fails. Reacting emotionally makes you appear impatient and controlling, handing them the moral high ground to call you dramatic. Step 1 is the bait. Begin your sentence using a completely normal, unbothered professional tone. The strict rule here is to deliver exactly 4 words and physically prepare yourself to stop speaking immediately after. For example, you say, "Regarding the new project." Opening with this calm baseline maintains the expected social pattern. Because you sound unbothered, they have no reason to suspect the interaction is about to change, which makes the upcoming silence much more impactful. Step 2 is the freeze. The exact second you finish that 4th word, you stop speaking mid-sentence. You let a dead silence fill the room. You do not walk away or fidget. You maintain absolute physical stillness, keeping your eyes fixed directly on the side of their face. Human psychology tracks predictable all-this-worry patterns. When left unfinished, a sudden snap into a flat line triggers an involuntary alarm. That alert pulse breaks their trance, compelling them to look up directly into your eyes to investigate the silence. While you wait for them to look up, you must keep your expression totally neutral. Smiling, smirking, or looking visibly annoyed will instantly release the psychological tension you have built. By deploying this dead silence, you strip away the protective barrier of their device. The burden of the awkwardness transfers entirely onto them. Eventually, they will look up and ask something like, "Wait, what happened?" or "Why did you stop?" Step 3 is the boundary script. When they ask, you reply using a perfectly flat and different tone. No anger, no sarcasm. Here is the exact phrasing. You say, "I will wait until you are finished with your screen. Let me know when you are ready." Step 4 is your final stance. Immediately after delivering those words, cross your arms or take one physical step back. This physical withdrawal sends a clear signal. You are removing yourself from the active role, placing the burden of restarting the interaction entirely on their shoulders. Pairing emotionless dialogue with a physical pullback constructs an unyielding boundary. It forces them to make a conscious choice about how they will engage with you. At this point, the protocol is complete. You have effectively neutralized the initial imbalance of power. This flowchart illustrates 2 outcomes. In outcome A, the target yields, putting their device away to engage as an equal. In outcome B, they refuse. You simply walk away, detaching cleanly with your dignity intact, refusing to settle for half of their attention. Regardless of which specific outcome occurs, you have successfully rejected the passive-aggressive dynamic of the artificial busy play. True authority doesn't require begging. It requires the discipline to only speak when your audience is fully prepared to listen.